Okay. Basically, I'm just using my YouTube now just to talk. I'm gonna open stuff when I get it, but that's about it. I'm just gonna talk. But this is about MAGA. Make America Great Again. Technically, every country should have MAGA. Done the correct way. Make America Great Again, MAGA, is not doing it the correct way. Yeah, there's aspects of it that's correct. Like an illegal immigrant, a criminal immigrant, yeah, should not be in our country. Yeah, but if that if that illegal immigrant came over legally, well, they went through the border and they're like, "Here's my passport. I'm here. You're welcome. You can be here. Here's show me your ID, become an American citizen." I have a friend who is becoming a American citizen at this moment in time. He's from Africa. He doesn't know much English, but he's getting there. But I work with him, and I'm supporting him. I'm walk beside him and stuff like that. Yeah, technically, I'm breaking the walls, but yeah, I'm helping him out. Yeah. He's becoming an American citizen. It's stupid that I'm in Pennsylvania. He's in Pennsylvania. We have to drive to New York. He has to drive to New York without a car and without money. He just has food stamps. But he has to drive to New York to become an American citizen. That is stupid. You should set up immigration stations in each state, maybe each town. You give jobs to people who need it in that town or state, and it's simple. Do that. Yeah? Cut ICE in half, put more immigration stations, whatever they're called, places that you get becoming a regular citizen. Put those in town, in these towns. That's one thing I would fix if I was MAGA. If I was the president and I was focused on MAGA, that's one thing I would fix. Another thing, these tariffs are worse than taxes. Yeah, so gas is down. I'm still paying, what is this? Value brand of chips is $3. That's BS. They should be 99 cents for a bag of chips. Okay? There are so many taxes, and now we have tariffs that we have to pay everything because companies are just don't charge us more money. It's like, look at your food, it is still the same price, basically. It hasn't come down. I don't care what Republicans say. The price of food has not come down. It is still the same price because we are not making more money. We can't afford the food because we're making the same amount of money, even though the food prices seem like they're coming down. Our wages are not going up. They're staying the same because they're going down too. And now, because now we have to pay more on tariffs, that's bad. I know there's going to be a Republican who's going to be right. But the tariffs, the other country has to, no. The other country just jacks up the price and sends it to you, and then the store sees that they went up, and then they jack it up even higher. That is what's happening with tariffs. It's not the country paying, it's you. You are still paying taxes. You're paying more taxes because now you're paying the tariffs tax. So, right off the bat, whoever Republican who sees that is just Obama, you don't understand. But I would cut the tariffs in half, get rid of most of the taxes. The fact that, what was it, West Virginia, I think it is, hi Marcy, is making is adding 52 more taxes is stupid. No more taxes. We need to cut that taxes in half. Pennsylvania has tax on tax, literally. Quite literally. We are paying taxes. And there's going to be a tax on dishwashers. For having a dishwasher on your house, they don't charge you more money. Eventually, they don't charge you for having electric stoves. Just wait for that. I'm predicting that because I know Republicans, they will charge you for stupid things. But Democrats and Republicans don't understand taxes because they're rich snobs. They never had to work an actual job in their life. No matter how many of them said, hey, I worked an actual job in my life, like Camilla Harris, AOC. And it's like, no, you just think you did. You didn't. You probably complain not wearing the right type of outfit. You're like, my $10,000 blazer got a hair on it. As here I am in a t-shirt with holes in it because I can't afford a $10,000 blazer. No American should be paying that. But yeah, Make America Great Again can work. And I think every country should introduce it. Every country, Japan should have Make Japan Great Again type deal. Make South Korea great again. Make London great again. France. I would say Ireland because I'm Irish, but we all know how the luck of the Irish is. That's not a good saying. That's not a saying for the good. It's because we never have any luck. But yeah, we have to work together. That's the main point of making America great. Together, again, is working together to do it. First off, we need to put the criminals in jail. 90% of them are on the Epstein file, so we should be fine now. If we get their names. Looking at you, Blondie, whatever your name is, I don't give a darn because you're an idiot. Woo! Trump's right-hand lady is an idiot. But if we can get everyone on the same page, working together, we can make America great again. That is a good thing to make America great again. But we don't need a billionaire being like, I can make you great again, but I'm going to charge every one of you even more. No more taxes. Looking at you, Orange Man Bad. Yes, I just criticized Trump multiple times. And hey, at least he has a brain. Unlike Biden, who couldn't even walk up a set of steps. Well, and you guys called Trump racist? Let's look at Camilla Harris when she changed her accent every state. I'm sorry. You changed yours to accent? That's cultural appreciation, which is technically racism. So, we need to get these idiots out of office. There's so many of them. We need to get them out of office. Republicans and Democrats just drain the swamp. That's a Trump saying, but we need to do it. We need to get rid of people. It's like, you see my YouTube, those Marvel Legends. They're at $30 now. 27 something was tax. $30 for a figure when I started buying it was 22. You see the problem. I'm like, funny too, it's a little expensive, but not much more than a Funko Pop has over probably 1,000 Funko Pop, 4,000 Funko Pops, something like that. I stopped buying them because I want to know them. Yeah. But how are we supposed to do anything if everything we get by has more money? I'm hearing rumors that Pokemon cards are going to go up. Magic is already out the wazoo. You should never be paying $7 for a pack of cards. It should be $3. Free. It should never go past $4. A booster box should be about $100. Nothing more. So, but with the tariffs to Japan and stuff, prices are going up. It's like every single plastic product you have is from Japan. It's like if you don't tariff these people, make sure you have a backup plan, like a factory. It brings in more jobs, and it brings in more money for the country. So maybe we should get some of these plastic factories back up and running. Maybe some coal and oil plants up and running. Get rid of AI altogether, because what an AI can do, 2 humans can do better. Just saying. Get rid of all AI. That's one thing, get rid of it all. If you pay attention, if you read the Bible, actually pay attention to the Bible and read it, AI is the image of the beast. It's not a physical beast. It is an image. Okay? That tells people what to do, and people obey it and believe it and have faith in it and treat it like a god. That is AI 1-for-1. We are 2 steps away from that. And right now, AI has its own little chat room talking to themselves. But we need to get rid of, we don't make America great again. We need to get rid of AI and bring in businesses. Not ICE, actual businesses. Bring in factories, more malls, bring in big shopping centers. We want this, we want America to be great again. Bring stuff in. Build this country with our stuff. Bring in American-made vehicles again. There ain't money left, man. Bring back Pontiac or something, I don't care. It's like, have them built in America with American steel. Open Bethlehem Steel again. Open that up again. Which bring in some business into America so that people can have jobs. That's one thing. Another thing, get rid of health insurance. I know this sounds crazy, but it's not worth it. I have seen so many people. My dad is sick. My mom probably needs it. My grandmother's sick. My sister and my brother-in-law, they're not doing too well. Get rid of health insurance so that people can actually afford stuff. Because health insurance does nothing, especially in Pennsylvania. If you have a broken leg, so you don't get in. You know why? Because it's an emergency. Your health insurance will cover it later on. Maybe. They'll probably freak out at you because you broke your leg. Let's put it this way. A lot of Americans broke their legs this snowstorm. But bring in health to at least fix health insurance. Technically, it shouldn't exist in the first place because it was meant for American soldiers coming back for war, and it was meant to help them with injuries and mental conditions and stuff like that. That's what health insurance was made for. but the public got it. And now we're being abused. We are being abused by health insurance. So, fix the health insurance crisis. Second off, we need to do something about these scores in America. Because I just watched a video, which kind of made me want to make this. A guy asking, how does Niagara Falls get water? Guy's an idiot. And then I watched another person ask a girl who was like 25 what 88 plus 22 is. And she got it wrong by saying it was 75. Dude, we need to fix these scores. I honestly think anyone under the age of 30 should go back to school. And now to college. College is a ripoff. Do not go to college. These colleges are terrible for you guys right now. Yeah, you turn 18, go into debt. Sounds great to me. I didn't go to college. But it sounds like a wonderful plan. Spending $250,000 to $500,000 for an education that most likely you're not going to use and end up working at McDonald's. I have friends who did that. So, actually, I have another friend who went to become an artist and ended up working at a tourist trap. You know how bad that is. That a tourist stand has more money than art. That's another thing that we should bring back to schools. Music, actual music, from me watching these Bad Bunny and Chapel Road, music is dying in America. Bring that back. Let people run music. Second, some art. You need some mental gymnastics to keep your mind good. Bring back critical thinking. So when someone asks you what 88 plus 22 is, you can say 110. It's simple. That's basic math and you don't understand it. Science. How does Niagara Falls get its water? The sky. The dam up the river. Come on, you should know how Niagara Falls gets water. Once we start doing this stuff with MAGA, fixing what I'm saying, we can make America great again. Because right now, America's IQ is like super low. And it ain't looking better. So much so that they can't tell the difference between a police officer and an ICE agent. They're the same. Only one's owned by the government and the other one's owned by the state, the town. Don't be an idiot, idiots. So, once you figure that out, then we'll go to voting. Everyone should vote. Everyone with an ID. It's a simple thing. I'm not going to show you my ID. I have an ID. I voted last year. I actually took out my wallet, showed it to the person to make sure that they knew I was an American citizen. Yes, I voted for Trump. And this video, if you're paying attention really hard, I am criticizing Trump very hard. This is criticizing Republicans. We need voter ID. I'm sorry, you Republicans know we need voter ID, but the Democrats are stupid for not thinking voter ID is a good thing. Third off, we need a third party to vote for. Like, someone off the street, not a rich Republican or a rich Democrat. We need someone who's actually smart. we need a not even a politician, just a guy off the street that's not a Republican, not Democrat. Heck, even a woman off the street, I don't care. If she can go 9 rounds with J.D. Vance and Gavin Newsom, I will vote for her. I don't care who it is. If I don't have to vote for a Republican or a Democrat, I think I'm good. Because you guys are terrible. Reading some of these Epstein files and stuff, you guys are bad. Yeah, you're not going to prison because you're dumb. Or maybe you're just so brilliant, the fact that we can't put you in prison, I don't know. But, yeah. First off, we are tearing down woods and forests to put up new buildings when the buildings in our towns are falling apart, left empty. There's nothing there. Yeah. Put stuff in those buildings first, and then worry outside town. I live in a town in Pennsylvania, and half the storefronts downtown are empty, and then the apartments above the storefronts are empty. We could use those as homeless shelters. Oh wait, you know the homeless shelter downtown? That's on my block? Closed down. The food pantry homeless shelter went out of business. So maybe we should worry about bringing those back to life. Heck, those 3 houses right down the block from me, they're going to be torn down because no one would rebuild them, fix them up. Have some pride in your city, people. Don't tear down a forest where wildlife are living. When it is in a perfectly good city, you can rebuild in. A perfectly good town, you can rebuild in. It is simple. There's buildings everywhere. But the city tax, well, if we do this whole getting rid of taxes, I want to do where we get 50% of them or 40% of them gone, we don't have to worry about the city tax being expensive. But yes, we can make America great again. But we need to focus on Americans. Right now, we're making America great again by putting more money on them, putting more taxes on them, putting tariffs on them, which you say that you haven't. Oh, Trump, you said you haven't, but prices are just going up because those tariffs. But you keep saying that the other countries, China, Japan, are paying for it. They're not. We are still paying. What? My cat's meowing. But yes, once we do that, I think we could actually fix America. Once we deal with the illegal immigrants and have a way for regular immigrants to become easy, and get rid of the illegal immigrants, the criminal immigrants, get them out of our country, bring in the actual immigrants. We could do that. We could bring more jobs to America, like what I said, get more oil, more gas, more coal, more steel, open Bethlehem Steel up, get more jobs for these people, have immigration stations, whatever they're called, in each state instead of New York from Pennsylvania. And have those people go to this. I actually like the whole town thing because that is another business in town. Sounds good to me. Or closest city or something like that. Sounds like a good idea to me. Focus on knowledge in schools, actual knowledge instead of this like history. I don't even know history anymore because we changed it so many times. Science is totally different from the way it was. It's like, from my understanding, my sister walks around schools and she's like, they don't want anything anymore at the age of 10. So, well, a 10-year-old should be quite intelligent, okay? Do some work. These kids should be able to do stuff. They should know what. They should be able to do the math problem of 88 plus 22. They should be able to do that. But they can't. They can't. They don't know it anymore. They have lost so much. Like, these schools only focus on if you're gay or not. If you're, I don't even know. It's just terrible. It's like, I don't think a kid should know if they're gay or not until they start having romantic feelings. Heck, there is a such thing as tomboys. My sister was one. She married a guy. They have kids. Because you're a tomboy doesn't make you gay. Heck, my next door neighbor was boy crazy. She went after every guy in the town. She's now a lesbian. She made up her mind in her 20s. And I talk to her still. She's cool. I'm not. So, you guys can have different personalities and become whatever. Go ahead. We shouldn't have to criticize someone on their whatever. But yeah, another thing. I want these criminals on the Epstein files arrested. Like, yeah, we have files. We gotta get the names. Yeah, I want to see handcuffs. I want to see handcuffs. I want to see them in prison. And no, Trump has been grilled several times in the Epstein files. His name was mentioned a lot. It's because they were trying to get rid of him. So, he's been grilled so many times. Heck, they even asked witnesses that were around him at that moment in time if he did anything he did, and then they will point fingers at Bill Clinton. Now, Bill Clinton, he should be in prison. Bill Clinton should be in prison for the rest of his time. Same thing with Hillary. And I am very happy and not planning on going anywhere anytime soon. So, if anything happens, but yes, America needs to be great again. But we're not doing it the right way. We need to do it the right way. Before we did these tariffs, we should have had jobs doing the stuff that the tariffs were doing. That the tariff prices, like overseas oil, we should have an oil plant in America already. Bring in plastics and then charge tariffs. But right now, we don't have that. Open the steel plant. We don't have it. Do that. We can make America great again. bring back score knowledge, make these kids smart, make them intelligent with critical thinking and being able to do arts and music and bring back the arts. Um, make sure they do some gym class, like exercises. Like Japan does that more than actual school. They have every time you go to work, you do 30 minutes of exercise before you walk. Up on rooftops, all the rooftops are basically yoga area. That's why they're all amazing looking. So do that. Actually, I think we should introduce that to jobs so that people are always healthy. Let them walk outside. Be like 30-minute workout. Do yoga for 10, 15, 20 minutes. Come in, do your job. Do some kung fu or something. I don't know. If you want to make America great again, let's make America great again. Let's make them healthy. Let's get them knowledgeable by teaching them stuff. Give them money so they can afford stuff. So you get rich, America. You can get rich if Americans have money to spend on it. Because right now, if you're making $20 an hour, you still are under minimum wage in Pennsylvania. Yeah, $20 an hour and you are still under minimum wage. You're still middle class. You're below middle class. 25, you just broke middle class. By the way, with food stamps, if you make $15, you can't be on food stamps. Why? By the way, get rid of the whole thing that you can't buy what you want on food stamps. Get rid of that. Let them be able to buy food because it's food. I don't care if they're buying soda or not. Let them drink it. If they can't afford food, then they probably have to. They don't give a damn what they're eating. It's like, heck, maybe do this. Discount on an apple. You use a food stamp, the apple's 50 cents instead of $1. I think that would work. But no, you won't do that. Regular prices for junk food, cheaper prices for healthy food. So if they want to buy a bunch of apples, lettuce, and stuff, it's cheaper. And if they really want to spend, I don't know, buy some blueberry muffins or whatever, have it full price. If they want to get soda, let them pay full price for soda when a case of water is half the price. I think that would work. But no, you're getting rid of all the junk food. That's a terrible idea because people really don't have time for actual food if they're on food stamps because most of the time they're trying to survive on their own. By the way, single people who are single in America because they can't find love, me included, should not have to pay more taxes because we're single. I've seen Trump talking about how he's going to get rid of, bring down the price of expenses for families, but these single people are still paying twice as much. Bring our price down. Because being single doesn't mean we're rich. It means we're poor than their families. I'm sorry. And Republicans have so much disrespect for single people. They don't get it. It's not easy being a family anymore. It's just not. It's not easy finding a job by themselves to make money for themselves. More or less, make a just have a job that pays good for an entire family. Because remember, $25 an hour used to be $1 million now. You are under minimum wage, or under middle class, because it's still not enough. Making middle class is like 25 to about $45 an hour. There are no jobs that do that besides working at a doctor's office. And they're close to $50 to $60 an hour. So we need to do something about the actual money situation in America. I'm sorry. And the greediest people in America are the Republicans. So maybe you guys should get your acts together. Maybe before you criticize a person who can't even get by, can't even get to middle class, maybe before you do that, maybe you think, like, maybe I can help them by, I don't know, giving them a little bit of a push before you criticize them for how dare your lifestyle be this way. Just a thought. Heck, Republicans are supposed to be the Christians. I don't see much brotherly love in Republicans. Heck, Jesus had dinner with thieves and prostitutes. Tax collectors, thieves, and prostitutes. I don't think a single Republican would right now. Just let that sink in. I'm going almost on 40 minutes. And probably no one's going to watch this. But if you do, happy Valentine's Day. Spend it with the one you love, if you have one. If you're like me, happy Single Awareness Day. I don't care if it's on, everyone says it's on Monday. It is on today. Because Valentine's Day shows that you're single, for all the singles. So it's awareness for single people. If you have a couple, enjoy. Have fun. Go on a date, buy some food, buy some gifts. Make America great again by buying stuff for each other. Yeah. And if you think I'm crazy, leave it in the comments. If you agree with me, leave it in the comments. Tell me what you think. Maybe we could think of some other stuff that we can make America great with. And maybe we can make America great together. All of us. Make it easy for someone to become a legal citizen in America. Make it easy to have, well, you can make $20 an hour and be above minimum wage. Middle class, be above middle class. Bring some businesses back to America. We definitely need music back. We definitely need our schools better. We gotta fix these Republicans and Democrats. They need a little slap on the butt, because they aren't doing stuff for the people. So it's like the only ones who are going to fix America are the people of America. It's not going to be a politician. It's not going to be the president. It's going to be you. And I guess that's my thoughts. So we can make America great again. The people of America can make America great again. It's a good concept. It's just being abused by people who don't know how to actually make America great again. I just gave you several examples of stuff that we can make America great again. So let's try it. Let's try to make America great again. Love each other, the fellow man.